guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Good morning. This is the last of the project pile push mowers that I have in my shed, in my inventory. This is the only thing that doesn't work in terms of lawn mowers. I have 2 more snow blowers in the shed, but that's not really priority because it's not even summer yet. It's still the end of spring. So anyway, this was the one that I put off for the longest. It was the one that I didn't want to work on. The second one was the one that I just did, you know, the one that we were unsuccessful in getting the engine started because it had a bad valve. The valve was trashed. So I parted that engine out and I listed it on eBay. If you guys need any of those parts, go check out my eBay store. It's in a link in the description, the link tree. Anyway, this is a Bilt 21-inch front self-propelled with the key start feature on. The reason why I didn't want to mess with this is because it has all kinds of problems. Problems that will probably cost me money, you know. That's why I wasn't interested in fixing it. Theoretically, I could just take this engine and put it on the Scots by John Deere deck that I have. But honestly, this deck is probably in better condition than that one. So we're going to try to get this engine started. The reason why I didn't want to mess with this is because the front self-propulsion is locked up, seized. I have no idea what's wrong with it. Also, I'll go around here for you. The wheels are in okay condition. As you can see, the dipstick is out of the thing. Somebody has messed with the key start. This looks like aftermarket wiring, like the guy tried to get it to work, whatever, and it's missing the module from the brake kill mechanism. The cable is Dunsky, so we're gonna need a bail cable, brake cable handle no matter what. I'm not sure about the true variable speed handle. It feels like it has some give. Maybe it might work, I'm not sure, but it's definitely rusty. It's got no key. I'm gonna remove that and chuck it. And of course I'm gonna remove all the wiring as well as the motor, and I'll test the motor, see if I can sell it on eBay. Has a glistening in there. Don't know if it's water or gas. I doubt it's gas. I think it's water. This is a Briggs Quantum. It looks complete with the exception of the bail handle cable. This is an auto choke, which I like, and it looks like it snaps back into place like it should. Spring is existent. And oh, there's the dipstick right there. Okay, so we don't have to go find one. Somebody's been in here because, as you can see, it's removed. The gas tank was taken out. And we need a pull cord. And it doesn't seem to hold on to the thing, so we might need a new recoil starter. So we'll go over this one by one, try to free up the wheels to have it move. If we can get this fired up, we'll figure out whether or not the self-propulsion works. That's a long way from now because, like I said, it's going to need a lot of things. So the first thing I want to do is I want to address this handle here. Person who put this on here put it on wrong, and it's been sitting outside for years, so you can't even turn this thing. It moves along. The plastic flexes, so you can't turn the bolt. So the only way to remove it is to remove this whole plastic thing. So I'm going to try to just break this and then use a wrench to tighten it after I put the bolt in the right space. You see what I'm saying? So this plastic thing, it flexes along with the screw. See, so that's why it won't turn. So I'm going to just fix these handles so that it doesn't droop, you know what I mean, and make it nice and secure. Okay, I've got the handles worked out. They're nice and straight now. Also, this was missing from that side. I had a spare, so I put that one in there. So now the handles are done. That's number one. Now let's remove this top cowling, right? It looks like it's been removed already before. And see why it doesn't seem to grip. You can tell. The pawls are gone. And this thing is bent out of shape here. This thing here. The pawls are right here. Fell out. And they're janky. Like they've been bent. You know what I mean? They're out of shape. So I have plenty of these things. I'll go in the backyard and see if I can find a good one so we don't have to recoil it, you know. So I went to the back, and I found the exact recoil starter that has the same exact cutouts. So you can see the cutouts match perfectly. Same goes with that too. This one though did not have a pull rope. Okay, so I took this pull rope out and I had the handle from the Scots that we did just the other day. So I've got and I lubricated the coils. This one's a little rustier than that one because it's been outdoors for so long. But this is a nice smooth pull cord now. So hopefully we got this all worked out. Now let's just inspect this area and see exactly why the guy pulled all that stuff apart, just to make sure all the things work. So I put the dipstick back in, and it's kind of dirty in here, but I mean, you really can't tell if there's anything wrong. You need the brake cable for that. This seems to work perfectly and fine. I don't see anything unusual about it. Magneto and all that. So you know what? I'm just going to put the recoil starter back on here again and shoot some go-go juice into the carb and give it a couple of pull starts. I'm going to have to first get like a clamp just to hold the brake off the flywheel and kill mechanism. While we're on the same side, I figure I'd take the opportunity to, with the gas tank pivoted like that with the cover off, take the opportunity, no air cleaner, take the opportunity to get the fuel line off to make room so I can take this electric starter motor off, since I'm not going to be using it for sure. I recently sold the one that I took off last time from that other machine. So these motors do sell along with the harness, even though this harness is no good, but we'll test the motor and see if that works. Looks like the Bendix gear is okay. Now we got that electric start motor off, and also since we loosened this up, we could take the opportunity to blow out the gas tank. See, as you can see, there is plenty of water in this gas tank. Look at that, all kinds of water in here. Wasn't gas, this is water. So there's got to be water in that carburetor for sure. Which worries me because if it sits for years with water in it, that carburetor's screwed. Since we're on this side with everything already taken apart, why not look at the carburetor now? As you can see, the person that was in here before has been in here because these are not the right screws. They're not the original ones, but they seem to be the same size, diameter at least, 5/16. So let's take the carburetor off. It's very easy to do on the Quantum engines. I'm just going to take it off because I'm thinking that it's going to be trashed because of all the water in it. So there's no common sense to be doing a quick and dirty, because we know this carburetor is going to be trashed because of all the water. If there was no water in it, then I would try a quick and dirty. So we'll just remove this really quickly. This is a 1/4 inch. And then remove the carburetor. It's very easy. It's just 2 3/8 over here. It's hard to do when you have the fuel line in the way. I'm going to remove the fuel line too. There's the fuel line. Now you have room to stick in the 3/8. That's one. And that's two. 2 3/8 right there. Slip this out of that area here, and a Z-bend on the linkage. And there's a carburetor right here. I bet you there's going to be tons of water in here, so we're going to open that up. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. There has to be water in here, right? Let's just see how dirty it is. Look at me covering things up as if things aren't dirty enough. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put my finger there to hold the fluid in there so you guys can see. Here we go. Full of water and ethanol. Okay, see that? All water. See? Look. And like sawdust, which is just hardened ethanol. But fortunately, the carburetor does not look dirty. So this water in the carburetor is recent. Look at that. So I can just like, boom, now it's cleaner. So I'm gonna blow this carburetor out and reinstall it. Looks like we saved it. Okay, as you guys can see, I put the entire thing back again, including the shroud. Carburetor's clean. Fuel tank is drained of all the fluid, water, and this hose makes me nervous a little bit because it almost seems like the carburetor is higher than the fuel tank. See? So, I mean, you would need a lot of gas to have it go up again, you know? Maybe I'm wrong.
You're never wrong.
I'm wrong sometimes. Anyway, I got a clamp on the brake kill mechanism, so it should pull freely without it stopping. I'd have to remove the clamp if it kept going, but there's no gas in it. Let's see if it turns over. Oops. Well, now it's not going to turn over. Okay, got the clamp on better now. No dice so far. It sounded like the first pull it might have wanted to. Unless there's all kinds of gas in the crankcase. Water. All right, okay, we got something. We got something. A little bit, so it turned over. I think maybe if we just put some gas in it, it might work. Alright, it didn't seem like it really wanted to though, right? Maybe I should take the spark plug out and pull it and get all the stuff out of it. Maybe we should drain the oil too. Could be a lot of water in there too. Alright, let's drain the oil. That's black death there. I'm going to take off the carburetor, take off the spark plug, and see how it is. While the oil's draining, I took the spark plug out. and it looks okay. Let's pull on the cord and see if anything comes out of it. Whatever was in there is now out. I have the wheel here. Let's take off the wheel just to see why it binds. It won't even come off. I bet you that's why. It's just like really on there. Now, I'll have to work on this a bit later. I'm gonna put 10 ounces of Lucas oil, SAE 30 plus. Oil. Might as well put some gas in it. We know it's doesn't have any water in it. Carburetor's clean. Might as well put some gas in it. It's expensive gas though, $5 a gallon. Actually, if you think about what the rest of the world pays for gas, we're like number 4 in the world. The other 2 cheapest is like Saudi Arabia and Jordan, right? But everybody else, China included, pay a lot more than what we do. Like British people, they pay like 8 pounds a liter, you know? So all we know how to do is bitch and whine. The rest of the world's like, what are they bitching and whining for? All right, I get gas in it, let's see. Ooh, almost. How about that, huh? So you saw it started smoking from the muffler. It's got like gas or oil in the muffler, so we're just burning it off. As you saw, self-propulsion works. It's just that it was so stiff, you had to kind of help it. You pushed it and pulled it at the same time, so it started to move on its own, and that wheel is now coming off, the one I took the nut off. So all we need to do is take both the front wheels off, lubricate it a little bit, and self-propulsion works just fine along with the cable. Now the only thing I need is a bail handle cable. That's all I need, and this thing's good to go. Okay, I'm testing this motor This motor has a short in it. I tried both polarities, by the way. This motor's done. So we can't sell this motor. That's okay. So actually look, this is the harness, right? While I thought that this was aftermarket wires, it's not. It's actually, this was burnt out. There was a short somewhere, and the entire harness was burnt, see? These are burn marks, which is the reason why this thing doesn't work. There's a short. So this is no good to keep anyway. So how about that, huh? Got this thing going. I didn't think it would be easier than I thought. I thought it was going to be hard, you know. Clean the carburetor, replace the fuel line, drain the water out of the gas tank, freed up the front propulsion wheels. We did a whole bunch of other stuff to it, I just don't remember. I ended up getting a brake cable that sort of works. It's from another MTD, but I had to tape this part so it stays there. Works great. I'm really surprised, actually. I think it was meant for an MTD. See? Works perfectly. Got a new air filter on air now. Auto choke. Works great. Smooth. I'm stoked, man. Did the handles. Cool. So there you go. A fast rinse off with a little bit of super clean wipe down. This thing's ready to sell. Wish I had a bag, but it is a good running 6.5, 6.75 Briggs Quantum engine, auto choke, front self propulsion, good wheels, good deck. I'll ask 150 for it. Maybe, yeah, 150. And I'll take as low as $100. Thanks a lot for joining me on today's last of the project pile mower fix. I total have 7 ready to sell. I've sold about 11 this year. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
If you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video, and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.